The laptop has become one of the most essential tools in the work of any designer, artist, or even regular people in other professions. As a creative, you tend to live out of your backpack or your bag, and in that bag is your laptop, your camera, a sketchbook, a pen, etc. And these are tools you need to create on the go. But it gets to a point when carrying all these things becomes a bit cumbersome, all the number of things you have to check in your bag and make sure that you're carrying around. In my line of work, I do a lot of work on the go. That includes receiving emails, reviewing artworks, creating designs, sketching, writing down ideas, taking notes, etc. And sometimes these tasks and all these tools you carry in your bag tends to get a bit overwhelming, because then you have to carry all these things everywhere. So after watching a number of videos on YouTube, I asked myself, do I need an iPad? Well, an iPad is the only tablet I would get because I live in the Apple ecosystem. And after a long back and forth of thinking and justifying, I decided, okay, let me get myself an iPad. In getting an iPad, I needed to consider the size, because it needed to be something I could carry around, the size in terms of capacity of the iPad, so I could store files and work on the go, and whatever accessories I needed with it. So I got myself the iPad Pro 11-inch 256 gig Wi-Fi only, because I have internet on my phone, so I decided not to go for the one with cellular. So this is what my iPad Pro setup looks like. I have an iPad, I have an Apple Pencil, and I have an SSD hard drive on which I save files. And I also got the paper-like screen protector, which gives the feeling of drawing on paper on the iPad. Does it really feel like paper? Well, to some extent, it's better than writing on the glossy glass. So the next challenge for me was how to take my setup on my workstation onto my iPad. And this meant that I had to install certain apps and I had to get certain applications which would work for my kind of workflow. So my setup enables me send emails, take notes, and I use Apple Notes, Notability, and Notion. Drawing, I use Procreate, Sketchbook Pro. For reading, I use the Kindle and Notability and an app called Documents. Then I have the regular Apple workhorses, Keynotes, Numbers, and Pages. Then I have specialized softwares like Lightroom for editing photos on the go, Xero for my accounting, and Squarespace, which I use for most of the websites I build for myself and for my businesses. Now let me talk about advantages of having an iPad as an artist. I think one of the key advantages for me is the fact that I can work on the go. I can answer my emails, I can draw, I can sketch, I can do whatever kind of work I need to do on the go. I'm not able to do heavy editing, but I can do some amount of editing on the go for both photos and videos. I'm not trying to replace my workstation or my laptop with the iPad, but I just wanted something that would help me work on the go. Another reason why I like the iPad is the fact that I can use the pencil on the pad, and just the action of writing and scribbling makes me want to go back to those notes and look at them again. And there's just something nice about writing, which I miss because we've all moved into a digital age where we all type. But just the fact that I can combine the traditional, which is writing, and technology, for me is a great advantage. And also portability. Carrying my laptop around every day in a backpack became a bit cumbersome. But with the iPad, I can just pick it up, slip it in my bag, and off I go. And it's also great for consuming content on the go and actually making notes whilst you're consuming this content for those who take video courses online. I like to draw a lot, and I think the iPad has helped me develop my love for drawing. In my work in fashion, I have to sketch, I have to do a lot of technical drawings, and the iPad seems to be like the best tool to do that, because then I don't have to draw on paper and then scan and digitize them. Now I can draw directly on the iPad and my work is already digital and I can send or amend or show to my colleagues. For me, the iPad does not replace the laptop because laptops nowadays have a lot of power and a lot of space. But I think the iPad fits right in between your workstation and your phone, so you can do certain amount of work on the go, so your productivity level can stay high. For me, the iPad has been a great addition to my toolkit. Let me know in the comments below if you own an iPad and you use one, or you want to get one. And if you use one, let me know the apps you use as a creative, or even if you're not a creative, put in some suggestions in the comments below so I know what apps you use. That might help somebody. Thank you for watching.